So how can we trade or combine cut data with seasonality? Every market has a time to shine, essentially, where we experience high demand or high supply or demand. And they're repeatable patterns because you want that thing at that period in time in the year. Seasonality in cut makes sense. Cut data is telling us what's happening right now. Seasonality tells us what should happen in the future. So you're looking at seasonality and how we think, okay, price should go up. So which side of the fence do you think we should be looking at? We're looking at coffee, for example. Coffee seasonally should go up July, August, September, but it's coming down now, and I'm looking for possibly to do that. Which side of the coin should I be looking at with regards to commercials or non-commercials? Who's going to be important to me now to try and catch that next?
Commercials.
Yeah. Speculators aren't going to be doing that. Oh, we've seen that in the case of copper, that they might actually start to buy in here, but they won't be my go-to. I never ignore both either side. I'll be looking at both. But my first indication, I would expect it to come from commercials. They're the ones going to start. You'd expect to start buying copper. If they look over to the speculators as well, and they're also buying it, that's fantastic, no problem. But my first point will be when it comes to seasonality will be on the commercial side, and they were the ones that will trade ahead of an expected change in price. Okay?
So you want to look for an extreme in buying.
You would like to see commercials buying into this, definitely, and dropping their selling.
Yeah.
Stop selling and buy more, a lot more ideally, and that's what you'd expect to see your extremes, your index extremes coming in, going through that area.
Yeah, so exactly. So even though they may be going to an extreme on buying, if they haven't slowed down their selling.
Yes, so seasonally cocoa is bullish at the beginning of June.
Yeah, which like I said earlier.
Yeah, but they're still selling. They're just reducing it a little bit, but I'd like to see more. So the seasonality gives you an indication of what could happen. Cut data tells you what is happening though.
Yeah.
So just because we're seasonally bullish doesn't mean we're going to go up. So I like seasonality because the two combine quite nicely. If I think a market should go up in July, my focus, I should see that coming through then in commercials. So I have a focus to look at, okay, I want to look at commercials. They should be buying.
So could we think of seasonality as your primary filter and then your cut data as your secondary filter?
No, well, cut data is definitely a primary.
Okay.
I will trade cut data without a seasonal bias.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's happening right now.
Yeah.
If they want to buy it now, they want to buy it now. And you'll see it out. But if we're in the normal action of things, seasonality allows you to prepare in advance. So I'd like to be a buyer of this market. I'd rather be a buyer at that time, or can understand why the positions aren't doing much then.
Okay, so seasonality will give you context over a long time period, whereas the cut data goes, right, you're going to buy or sell now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it gives you something to look for and to plan for, and then to see, okay, now you start to see the changes coming in, or the changes in the positions coming in. But if there's no seasonal bias and I see strong buying or strong selling, I will take that. It's happening now, I'll take it as.
Because the cut data would show.
Yes, definitely cut supersedes that.
Yeah.
It's just giving us an indication of what has happened on average in the past. On the site we have the seasonal data as well, just to give you an insight. Heat maps give you an overview of when each market performs, whether they're up or down, and potentially be up or down through that was for May. I haven't updated for July, but as you can see, we did actually have a nice move in Kiwi dollar down through actually late April into May, and is now bullish until the end of July. So that gives you a view of where each market could go, and then you're looking to map the commercial or the trend followers in line with that. If you were to sort of plan ahead to use the sort of the process, I always look a fair idea with the big markets, but I will always look a month ahead. So right towards the end of June, I will look into July. What's the best performing markets? Which lows or highs would I expect to see could I expect to see next month? So we'll be starting with the seasonal patterns. Silver was a really good one. If you see here in April, we're expecting a seasonal high towards the end of the month. If you come into the cut data, we did get an extreme positions, a huge short position, and the market here perceived to be overvalued at the same time. So this I can plan for, then I start to see it in here. That's making sense. Okay, so they're doing what they should be doing. Yeah, and then it's a case of coming to the chart. Now this is my job to profit from it. The data will give you the context, what are we going to do, where are we going. But that's the combination. Look ahead with seasonality to anticipate one side, but your focus will generally be on the commercial side. If you see the non-commercial joining in, doing the same thing, it's the same we've seen on copper, they will do that as well, maybe more common than what you think. That's fine, it's even stronger. Something to look out for, stocks decline in June. We're starting to see a little bit of that, but generally have a little decline through June, a little push in July, and then normally the main decline will be end of July, August, so we'll see that. Pound generally performs well through the summer and actually struggles in August, so we're watching out for that, see how far the current little sell-off goes. We've another little push, I'll be happy to sell towards the end of July. Week to coming into the period, a nice rally. A lot of things happen around the summer actually. A lot of tops and bottoms happen around the summer. These are just something to look out for. But you'll see the details and loads more on the site. Corn, a decline. Cocoa, we should be starting to rally. Coffee should be starting to rally. And sugar should be coming into rally as well. So it gives you something to focus on. I like to plan ahead. Seasonal allows you to do that, and then you can see it coming through in the cut. But say if we don't have a seasonal bias, and there is a cut signal, I'll take in the cut signal anyway, okay, because it's happening now.